since I could hold my head up high, and it's been a while since I first saw you. And it's been a while since I could stand on my own 2 feet again. And it's been a while since I could call you. And everything I can remember, as fucked up as it all may seem, the consequences that are rendered, I stretched myself beyond my means. And it's been a while since I could say that I wasn't addicted, and it's been a while since I couldn't say I love myself as well. And it's been a while since I've gone and fucked things up just like I always do. And it's been a while, but all that shit seems to disappear when I'm with you. And everything I can remember, it's fucked up as it all may seem, the consequences that I've rendered, I'm gone and fuck things up.
You don't want no smoke, you don't want no starch, hey. We gon' put it on the hood, hey, before we put it on God, hey. Hey, you got made right now, you got it made right now. I won't let you down, won't let you down. This life for right now, this life for right now. This life for right now, this life for you right now. You can't be to the streets, you don't know right now.
Testing. Okay. Hi, my name is Kalani James Lenihan. I'm a bodybuilder and an aspiring filmmaker from Sydney, Australia. This is my first YouTube video, so welcome. Hope you enjoyed the little workout montage I put in at the beginning. I asked the Q&A on my Instagram recently, so I got quite a lot of questions here, so we're going to go through as many as we can. I'm just going to go through the important ones as a form so you guys can get to know me better, but I appreciate you watching the video. I got my new camera set up. As you can see, the quality drastically improved from the montage. I was using an old G7X, a very small little point and shoot camera, to film that, but now we're on an A7 IV, so quality should be much better, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through the important ones, otherwise we'll be here all day. But first of all, are you natural? So as I said, I'm a bodybuilder. I've been training for 2.5, almost 3 years. Yes, I'm 100% natural and I plan to stay natural. I've got a kidney disease, I was born with one. I've also got an autoimmune disease. I've got Crohn's disease, if you know what that is. And with both of those combined, I just don't really want to run the risk of taking anything. And I enjoy, you know, I'm pretty happy with my progress so far, and I know I got a lot left in me to build naturally. I'm only 21 years old, so that's kind of my thought process for now. Where do you live so I can bring you to the gym with me? I live in Sydney, Australia. I've lived here my whole life. I was born in Brisbane, but I moved here when I was 2 and I've lived here ever since. Do you recommend creatine? Yes, I 100% recommend creatine. I've taken it since I started. There's so many studies on it as well. It's a very, you know, backed supplement. And if you want to get creatine, you can get it off the Elite Subs website. I am sponsored, but it does help me and they have amazing prices and it's where I shop. Sponsored or not, I've always shopped there, and they have some amazing products. So I'll leave that down in the description below. You guys get 10% off if you use my code Kalani. and I get a little bit of, it helps me out. So I'd appreciate it. I love this question. This is a really good one. How do you balance a good diet and still maintain a social life / eating out? This is something I'm still learning. I've never been really big on going out and drinking. I've definitely had my moments, but I've always been pretty reserved with it. You can say all you want, you're young once, you gotta have fun, live life. But the thing is, if you're into your fitness and your health, like your body is a priority. And as you get older, you'll start to really realize that when you're 40, 50, 60 and you're slowing down. And I really prioritize my health in life just because I love it. I love what I do. I love working out. I love being fit and healthy, and it makes me happy. So I'm going to continue to do it. I think balancing that with a social life, you just have to, find a priority. You're allowed to have cheat meals. You're allowed to go out and have a couple of drinks with friends. You're allowed to, have fast food here and there. It's not going to kill you. Again, you can't be having that 3 or 4 meals a day. You have to find that balance where you can eat healthy, but you can also still enjoy yourself here or there. And it takes some time to find that, but it's not impossible. Even though I'm very committed to what I do, I still enjoy myself and I still go out and have fun. I live by this rule, and I think this rule is very important. I think a lot of people can apply this to their life, but my rule is I only go out and drink and cheat on my diet. I'm not dieting, but cheat on my diet if it's an event where it's worth it. If there's a friend's birthday or I'm celebrating something, I can give up one night and one day to kind of have fun. And I think that's a healthy balance. Looking for a relationship. Without sounding cringe, I am truly in my my success phase. I'm far from successful, but focusing on myself a lot at the moment. And I think that's very important. I've been through 2 relationships in life and I don't regret them for anything, but I think, I have a lot to do before I kind of settle. I'm trying to achieve that first, and then when I finally do settle, I can have everything I want and everything I need to be successful in a relationship. What motivates you to stay consistent with the gym? I got a couple motivators. I think one of them is just internally, I want to push myself. I've always been competitive. I used to do really competitive track and field, especially long jump. I used to do it nationally. After I kind of stopped doing that, I longed for something to push myself and be competitive. And bodybuilding gave me that opportunity. It's up to me. It's no one else. It's up to me whether I do well and whether I, achieve my dream physique and achieve something that I can step on stage for a bodybuilding show and, be confident with what I've got. Secondly, when I started off, I was really, really skinny. Very, very skinny. I was 60 kilos. I look back now and I was dangerously skinny. Like, I can't believe I was that small. But when I started going to the gym and I made a change, it just like something within me just like woke up and I was like, wow, this is so much fun. I love this. So I just stay consistent because I know I don't want to go back to where I was. I know this is the life I love and it brings me so much happiness. My third motivator, which is kind of like, keeps me consistent. It's similar to the last one I said. And that's very mental health based. I've been through a lot in the past year and a half. Gym has always been the consistent thing in my life. It's always been the constant that's been there. And it sounds cliche, but it really is. Like, I go to the gym to get rid of my negativity in my life and get that anger out from certain factors that just, everyone gets angry. There's always things which, annoy people. And I think it's how you deal with that, which is important. You can't help but get angry sometimes. Things piss you off. But if you can, have an outlet to get rid of that, then that's amazing. And that's what the gym is for me. I go there and I smash my body for 2 hours, and then the rest of the day as you can tell, I sit down, I'm super chill. I can enjoy what I'm doing because I know I've achieved what I've wanted and I've worked hard. You are my hero. Who's yours? Thank you. That's very kind. My hero is probably my dad. Not to get sappy, but used to do a little bit of bodybuilding when he was younger. And he's always just been kind of like my mentor in life. He's taught me a lot about being a man and just being the best person you can be in this day and age. So love you, Dad. Would you be willing to help a brother out on how he too can get better in the gym? 100%. So I am bringing out a program really shortly. That's just going to be like a base program, but it will have some DIY things in it to change, person to person. That's going to be quite cheap. Obviously it's not going to be free. I am working hard towards it. And I'm not forcing anyone to buy it. It's up to you guys, but it will, cost a little bit but I'm still gonna keep it quite cheap. That's gonna be dropped hopefully in the next month. I'm really working hard on it and I don't wanna release it until it's, you know, really top notch. I'm also doing my personal training certificates and I'm completing that so I can do online coaching, and that's really where I wanna take my fitness. I love helping people, and I know a lot that a lot of people don't know, and that sounds cocky, but I've transformed my body in 2.5 years. Within 6 months, I had completely transformed my body. I'd put on 10 kilos, and I was still pretty lean, and I was really knowledgeable because I just watched so many videos and I learned so much online, and I just took in a lot of information that I put straight into my training, and I know what it takes to change your body, and I really do believe I can help other people achieve that. So I'm definitely starting online coaching once I get my certificates. Be a positive force in a lot of people's fitness journey, and also just be a life mentor as well, because I've been through a lot. You know, I deal with diseases, I deal with, you know, loneliness, mental health, family, friends, struggles, everything. I've been through a lot, and I believe that I know how to speak to someone pretty confidently when it comes to lifestyle factors, and I want to be as much of a lifestyle coach as a fitness coach as well. But that's to come, and I'm going to announce that once it is here. How did you overcome your struggles with mental health? I'm still overcoming it. I've come a long way. It's not easy, and it's not a straightforward thing to overcome. It does take time. But firstly, I would say if you're struggling with your mental health, go see someone. I did, and it changed my life. You know, I'll get over it. You know, it'll be all good. I don't need to speak about it. I'll wake up one day and I'll feel better. You know, I won't be depressed anymore. I won't be anxious, or I won't be dissociating, and that's not the case. You know, very rarely do you just wake up and be, okay, I'm happy now. But yeah, I started seeing a psychologist, and like I said, it changed everything. You know, it really did change my life, and very grateful for the person in my life that told me to do that and pushed me towards to do that. Yeah, it really did help. I'm still, you know, working on it. I'm not perfect, I'm far from it, but I'm confident and I know I'm stepping in the right direction. So I think go talk to someone. Please do not be silent. Don't keep things to yourself, because it just will bottle up. Like, there really is so much to live for, and there's a lot of positives in life. You just got to find them. Also, adding on to that, my Instagram DMs, I've talked to countless people about mental health. A lot of people message me because I reach out to people, and I write on my story and say, like, if anyone's dealing with anything, come talk to me. And I do get a lot of DMs, and I will sit there for hours and talk to someone and respond to them, and will at least be a helping hand for them. So with that being said, my DMs are always open. If you're struggling, anyone just wants to reach out, I'm always open arms, and I will always be here to talk. How do you deal with filming confidently in the gym? I think you just got to realize, like, you know, people are going to judge. I'm not going to sit here and say no one cares, because people will sit there and judge. It's a shitty mentality to have, and people are going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you filming yourself? But at the end of the day, it's seriously a case of just who cares. Like, you really have to hit a point in life where you say, life is really too short. I don't care if someone else is judging me for filming, or someone else is judging me for doing what I want to do. You just gotta do what makes you happy, and you'll be sweet. Okay, workout split. So I'm gonna do a video breaking this down more in depth, and it's also gonna be in my program, a lot of information on this, but there's 2 workout splits I really like. Classic push-pull legs I did for the first 2 years of training, and that got me insane progress. I really enjoyed it. I think it worked perfectly for a 6-day split with 1 day rest. You know, you hit every muscle group twice in a week, and you had 2 or 3 days recovery in between each muscle group being worked, so it worked really well. But as of recent, I've switched to the Arnold split, and my thought process for this is, for starters, I got bored of doing push-pull legs for 2 years straight, so I just wanted something new to try. Secondly, I have certain muscle groups in my body that I'm trying to build up more. You know, like my shoulders are overpowering my chest and my arms. Therefore, I need to hit shoulders less, and I need to train my chest and arms more. So by doing the Arnold split, I'm able to target these muscles more in depth instead of putting a lot of muscle groups into one day. So I think if you're starting out, do push-pull legs. I think it's a perfect split to start out with. But if you're getting bored of that, if you're finding yourself wanting to do, you know, switch it up, try the Arnold split. It basically is chest and back, shoulders and arms, legs, and then you can either repeat it and do 1 rest day, or you can do 3 days on, 1 day rest, 3 days on, 1 day rest, which is a really good way to do it. What's your 23 goals? So 2023, what are my goals? I definitely want to bring up my YouTube. You know, I love filmmaking. I love cinematography. It's what I'm studying. So that's my big goal in life, is to work on Hollywood movies and make my own films and direct a film. So I'm going to be doing a lot of like cinematic work with my videos. As much as it's going to be fitness related and sitting down and talking, I am going to make it very cinematic. That's my goal. Kind of like a David Laid style video, but I'm going to put my own twist on everything. Secondly, I want to do my bodybuilding comp. So April 15th, that is the day I think is locked in. I'm going to confirm with my coach, but yeah, I'm going to compete in my first comp for men's physique, and I'm very, very excited. I've been, you know, it's been a long time coming, and no matter how I do, if I come first, if I come last, if I come in the middle, I don't care. Like, I just want to step on stage and achieve that, bring my best package, get super shredded, and just be happy, you know, be happy with what I bring to stage. Thirdly, I just want to grow more on my social medias and reach more of a, you know, an audience that I can help. I think it's really cool how much I've been growing recently. So yeah, by the end of the year, I kind of want to be making this a career. I've already got a lot of good things lined up and a couple good affiliations with companies that I'm really happy to be working with. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting this year. I believe I've got some really big things coming, and hopefully they're good. That was pretty much all the questions that I got in there that I wanted to answer. Some of them were a little questionable, so I'm gonna leave those out. Hopefully I'll let you guys know who I am a little bit better. I'm excited to be making long form content because, you know, it's pretty shallow on TikTok and Instagram. You can only put so much up, and it's hard to really get your true personality and character across. So hopefully you guys can see that in these videos. I really appreciate you watching this video. If you watched all the way through to here, you're amazing. Leave a comment below telling me you did, and I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna try also follow a lot of you guys back on Instagram and TikTok, so if you wanna drop your usernames in the comments, feel free to do that, or DM me on Instagram or anything. I'm trying to connect more with a lot of people and reach out, so that's a good way for you guys to do that. Other than that, I really appreciate you watching the video. Love you guys, hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.